Do you want to go traveling, but don't have anyone to go traveling with? In this video, I'm going to share with you some of my top pros of why you should be traveling solo. Hi there. If you don't know who I am yet, my name is Jen, and I am the owner of Launch Your Travels, where I teach people how to plan and take their own trips. Now, taking a solo trip can be super intimidating. It's not always the first thing that we jump to when we think about going traveling. Now, when I first started solo traveling, I had to come over or I had to push through a number of fears that I had to solo travel. But the thing is, if you don't want to wait on the sidelines all the time and not take those trips, you need to push through those fears. And once you do, you are going to have the most amazing time. Now, I'm going to give you my top 4 pros and reasons why you should be traveling solo. So, the first one is you don't have to compromise. Now, this one is great because there's times where, you just don't necessarily want to do what the other person is doing. And if they can't be alone or do any of that stuff, or if someone wants to stay in a fancy hotel, you want to save money for a lot more good food, you don't have to make any of those compromises. You can decide what you're doing, when you're doing, and how you're going to do it. Next, you get to decide when and where you're going to be spending your money. You can decide how much you're spending or how little you're spending. So you can decide that you just don't want to spend a ton of money on food. You're going to eat street food the whole time. Or you want to go and spend a couple days in a super expensive hotel. These things can be decided whenever and on the whim of whatever you're doing. So you can decide that you want to save, instead of doing that tour, save your money and go over and sit out in the park. Decide what you want to do each day, and it'll be so much better. The third one is your confidence is going to soar. Now, this is one thing that I wasn't expecting when I started to solo travel, but it is one of those byproducts that just is mind blowing because when you start going and traveling, each day that you go past on your travels, your confidence boosts up and up and up because you continually prove to yourself that you are super capable of doing this yourself. You're able to get yourself out of situations. Like if you're getting lost, you know how to get yourself out of that. You're able to find your accommodations. You're able to walk around on your own and not get turned around. You're going to prove all of these things. And once you get home, that confidence sticks with you. So it's a great way to just have an unexpected confidence boost. And the fourth thing is you're going to meet a lot more people. There's one thing when you're traveling with friends or a partner or family members is that you tend to stay in your bubble. When you are traveling solo, if you want to talk to people, you actually have to go up and talk to people. So you do have that more sort of like courage to go up and talk to other people because you don't have that safety net of your friend or partner standing beside you to talk to. Now, you do have to put some effort into meeting some people. They're not just going to come flocking to you when you're traveling. Took me a while to figure out how to meet people when I'm traveling, but based on your accommodations, go stay in some more social type of accommodations, talk to people on, day trips, day tours, and talk to the neighbor beside you at the restaurant. Start talking to people and you'll be surprised at how many people want to talk to you, want to find out where you're from, why you're traveling on your own, how's it going. So it's a really great way to get yourself out of that comfort zone and talk to people. Plus, on the other side, you don't have to talk to anybody if you don't want to. This is another great thing, just because sometimes you just want to be silent, just want to take in the atmosphere and just enjoy what you're doing without having to make small talk or conversation. So you don't have to talk to anybody if you don't want to. So those are my 4 big pros to traveling on your own. I highly recommend it. You don't have to wait around on the sidelines, and you don't have to, as we probably all have, be bailed on if you're planning a trip with friends and everyone just continues to bail throughout the process. So go and take that trip and take it on your own. Start off small if you want to, but go for it and you will enjoy and have the time of your life. Now, when you are ready to take your next trip, you have to make sure that you get my travel checklist. You can download it for free. It contains the top 10 things that you must do before you take your trip so that nothing goes wrong. So I'm going to put that down below here, and I'm also going to put it in the comments so you have a live link to click on. And if you have any questions about anything to do with travel, solo travel, pop it down in the comments below, and I would love to answer those for you. All right, other than that, I hope you have a great night. Talk to you later. Bye.